Suzuki, Volume 1 for the violin. Number 3, Song of the Wind. Okay, Song of the Wind has a couple of things in here that are more difficult. Okay, in this one we have a place where we're going to leave our first finger down. This first finger on the E string needs to be kept down. 1, and then 3, 3, 1. This is the hardest part of the whole song right here. So if you look at my violin, you're going to go first finger E string, keep it down, and then do third finger on the A string. I'm going to roll my third finger over the E string so I can hit third finger on the E string. Then back to first finger again. Now to do that, I'll put my third finger not exactly where it's supposed to be, but maybe off to the side closer to the E string as I play, so it makes it easier to roll over. So I don't have to do something like that. I'll have to flatten my finger, but I can keep it bent, and I can roll it over, like do a tick-tock, roll it over, and keep my first finger down. So it should look like this. If you can't put your finger down both, that's great, but more than likely you're going to have to go here, roll over. So 1, 3, 3, 1, open. Okay? Also, there's something called a down-down, or you're going to be circling around. So that means this. Down, you circle around to your frog. Because you're going to be doing another down bow right after that. So, down, circle around to your frog. The reason I go to my frog is if I go to the middle of my bow, it'll bounce like this. So back to my frog so it doesn't bounce, and I can just go right there, ready to play the next note. So let's start off with the first measure, just like we do learning a train, right? First measure is T, 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 T. Right, they're eighth notes, so it's not going to be ta, 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 ta. It's going to be T, 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 T. You probably notice there's dots above the notes, and that means staccato, which means short, 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 short. Okay, over here you see this note, it has a line above it, which means long. So it'll actually go like this. Okay, makes it more interesting. Alright, so let's start with the first measure. Open, 1, 2, 3 on the A string. So for the down bow, you notice the down bow sign there is going to be like this. Open, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, next measure is open E, open E, open E, open E. Alright, so it's going to be like this. Put those two together. Ready, and. And there's the hard measure. Down bow, first finger E, let down, third finger A string, roll it over the E string, third finger E string, lift it all up, first finger E string. So, and the last measure is just an open E. So let's do the first line of Song of the Winds. Ready, and. Circle around, frog. Alright? Next measure is exactly the same thing you just barely did. 1, 3, 3, 1, open E. Circle around, frog. So that's on the second line. We're now to the third measure of the second line, which is going to be open E, 3, 3, 3, or open E, 3A, 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 like this. Okay? Next measure is 3, 2, 2, 2. So let's put those together, those two measures. And then the next measure is 2, 1, 1, 1. Put those three together. And then the next measure, first measure of the third line is open A, 2A, open E. It's actually going to be T, T, ta. Okay? So let's do all those in a row. It's going to be, we're going to do, where it starts, third measure of line 2. We're going to go this, 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 and this. Those 4 measures right there. Here we go. Ready? And. Circle around, right? What's cool is the next 3 measures are exactly what you just did. And it ends with an open A. So now you know the whole song. Okay? So let's start at the top. We'll do it nice and slow. And remember to do the down-down circles. We're also remember to keep our first finger down during those 2 spots. Here we go. Top of the song. T, 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 T. Ready. And. circle around N, circle around N. Circle around. Alright, that's actually really slow. When you play it correctly, it will be according to the speed of the piano on the CD that you have. So that is Song of the Wind.